among us doesn't know the famous cartoon Ben 10 that was and still is one of the best cartoons? And who among us didn't love Ben Gwen or even Grandpa Max? And who didn't love the Omnitrix and its power, imagining having one that turns you into aliens one day? But before we start, friends, don't forget to hit the like button to support us, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything new. Have you ever asked yourself, my friend, how the Omnitrix actually works? You might say, we press the button, then the watch, and then we transform. I'm sorry to tell you, dear viewer, that you're going to be shocked when you find out that's not how it works at all. To understand the foundation of the Omnitrix and its story, we need to go back in time a bit, specifically to Azimuth's place. Azimuth was a reckless young man, and you should know, dear viewer, that the Omnitrix wasn't the first device Azimuth created. He made another weapon before it, which was a sword. The idea for the sword came to him when he was out with his girlfriend. They were sitting and watching the stars, and by chance, the stars formed a line in the shape of a sword. So Azimuth made that sword even though his girlfriend was against it, and a disaster did happen because of the sword. Azimuth's girlfriend left him afterward. Then Azimuth thought about creating something to fix the mistake he made, and he eventually came up with an invention that would change the entire universe. And of course, you all know it's the Omnitrix, which was originally designed to be a call for peace among all species. So Azimuth began executing the idea, and he asked his assistant, Myax, who belonged to the Vilgax species, to collect alien DNA to put into the watch. Amidst all this, she ended up taking some DNA from one of Ben's aliens, the one he calls Wildman. But the unexpected coincidence was that the alien whose DNA was taken had been possessed by another entity. The possessor and the possessor ended up trapped inside the watch. But what was the possessor doing there? You should know that Azimuth was very famous across other planets, and because of that, rumors about the Omnitrix spread widely among aliens. The two most notable ones to hear about it were Possessor and Vilgax. After the Omnitrix prototype was ready, Azimuth wanted to give it to someone good who would truly keep the peace. He eventually found that person, and the choice fell on Grandpa Max, not Ben, dear viewer. The important thing is that Azimuth sent the watch, and then we saw everything that happened exactly in the first episode, until the watch finally reached Ben 10. So now we know what the Omnitrix is, but we still don't know how it works. Let's continue our story. Azimuth later created an entire planet called Primus. This planet is like a server, just like company servers, and without it, the Omnitrix would just be a useless piece of metal because it's connected to this planet. The planet works by having Azimuth create insect-like creatures, similar to mosquitoes, that travel the world collecting DNA. Then they take this DNA and deposit it into the green liquid, and the aliens related to that DNA are automatically transferred to the Omnitrix. The mechanism behind how the Omnitrix works turned out to be much more complex than you could ever imagine. Now you know, hero, what the Omnitrix is and how it works. If you have any questions, write them in the comments, my friend. And don't forget to hit the like button to support us, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything new.